Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Marriage and Relationship Talk with Pastor Isaiah James. Compliment of the season to you all. Thank you for always staying tuned to our live broadcast every Friday on Marriage and Relationship Talk. I apologize that we come a little bit later than we're supposed to. We really apologize. This season is constraining us. It's constraining on us because our demand for this season is actually too high. That's why we come a little bit later than it's supposed to be. But thank you for staying tuned. Today we're still talking on ingredients number 5 to building a better relationship and marriage. We saw it last week that ingredient number 5 is care and attention. And I told us that your marriage needs care and attention. Your wife needs your care and your attention. Your relationship needs your care and your attention. So today I'm going to talk strictly on 20 ways to give your spouse care and attention. 20 ways to give your spouse care and attention. I told us last week that everything demand your time, everything demand your attention, everything demand your presence, everything in the world, including your spouse. So we have to be able to prioritize our time, our attention to our spouse, so that our love time will be full in our marriage and in our relationship. When you keep your spouse from having enough of your time, enough of your care, enough of your attention, your marriage will be sick and it can get to a dead end. So today let's talk very straight on 20 ways to give your undivided time, undivided care and attention to your spouse in your marriage and in your relationship. Number 1, give your undivided time daily to discuss with your spouse about anything. You know, many married people are actually too busy. They are either at work or coming back from work. They are busy with either television, newspaper, and other things, their phone, their computer, and attending to other things. Listen, this is a good advice I give to everyone who is on a white collar job, who is working, or you're into any form of business. When you're back home, be fully home for your family. When you're back home, a lot of people bring their work back home to do, and that means they continue their work in their home. They deprive their husband, their wife, their children, their family, their undivided time, their undivided attention. This is not supposed to be so. Except you're done speaking with your wife, putting things in your family at where it's supposed to be, you can go back to your work, but make sure you don't cheat them on the time. Still continuing your work at home after you spend a whole day in the office or in the business place, and you still continue back home, then deprive them of the time and attention. So keep your undivided time daily to discuss your spouse about anything. Put your phone down at this time. Maybe at night, take a few minutes to talk. Listen to him or her talk about his workout. Listen to him or her talk about his need. Listen to him talk about his concern. You should have a quick review of how your day went and everything. In one of these series, we're going to talk about effective communication. When there is a breakdown on communication, your marriage and your relationship will suffer a big problem. So give your undivided time and your attention to discuss vital things. Hold his hand, hold her hand, look at his face, look at her face, look at his eye, look at her eyes, talk straightly to him. Let him understand that the undivided time, that moment of discussion means more than a word to him or her. Once you do this, you'll boost your love life with your husband, your spouse, and you keep your marriage going. Your marriage needs your undivided time. Your relationship needs your undivided time. Your spouse, your children, your family need your undivided time. Okay, number 2. How will you give your spouse your care and your attention? Respond to your spouse every time he or she speaks to you instead of zooming them off. A lot of people have this habit of, binging their spouse, either a problem, an intention, a discussion, whatever it is that they put to her, they put to him. They like zooming them off. They like procrastinating them. This is not good. This is not a healthy habit in relationship. This is not a healthy habit in a marriage. Respond to your spouse when he or she speaks to you instead of zooming them off. Respond to it as quick as possible. If you were quite busy, just let him or her understand that you're a little bit busy. Oh, dear, I'm going to call you back once I'm done. And make sure to return that call. Make sure to return that SMS. Make sure to return that email. Make sure to get back to him or her as soon as possible the moment you're done. Don't zoom your wife off. Don't zoom your husband off. Don't zoom the need of the family off. Don't keep them waiting. Don't make it look as if you did not see it. This is a very clear message when you do this thing. You communicate strictly to them that they are not valuable to you. But once you're able to give them your undivided time, respond to their need, respond to their chat, respond to their call, respond to their messages, SMS, their mail, give them the attention, you're simply communicating to them that you are valuable, that they are valuable to you. Okay, this is going to go a long way to boost the love your husband and your wife and the family have for you. Number three, ask open-ended questions like, how are you? How are you? These are one of the most powerful questions. I ask my wife every day, every time I speak to her, how are you doing? Why? Because I want to know her state of mind. I want to know how she's doing. I want to ensure that everything is going on well with her. I want to know what's running in her mind. Ask her, are you all right? Ask him, are you all right? Is anything bothering you? Is anything you feel I should do for you? These are open-ended questions. It might not the answer might not come yes or no, but it's a question that goes straight to the mind. It's a question that communicates straight. Oh, baby, you mean a lot to me. Oh, baby, I want everything to be well for you. Oh, baby, I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how you're feeling. Oh, baby, I want to know that you mean to me. You mean what you mean to me. I mean, you care. I care about you and everything. Ask an open-ended question. Number four, recognize when your spouse seems nervous. Recognize when your fiancé, your wife, your husband seems nervous. Go and put your arm around about him or her on his shoulder. Talk to him, give him a gentle pat at the back. Just let him understand that you're there. Just let him understand that you care for him. A lot of people see, let you understand something. And Adichie always say that people doesn't know how much you know until you show how much you care. Irrespective of what you think you feel about your wife, if you don't show that you care, it might not be communicated well. They might not know that you really care about him or her. So put your arm around about him, recognize when he or him or her seems nervous. I mean, at times a husband is carrying so many loads on his or her shoulder. Now, having to work for the family, having to put things in place, having to fix for the home, fix for himself, at times he may not recognize to the extent he has gone, the sacrifice he has gone, to make the family work, to put things better in the family. Just recognize, even when he or she doesn't talk to you, doesn't just want to communicate, but just look at his face, look at her face, recognize when she's nervous, recognize when he's nervous, recognize when he's tired, recognize that he needs you. Just since this vital moment, it's a pivotal moment in every relationship and every marriage, that this moment comes. Maybe your husband have an overwork day, your wife have an overwork day, you just come back weary and tired. You just don't need him to talk. Just go put your hand round about him or her, let him feel or let her feel that you're there, that you care about him. Okay, it goes a long way. Number five, laugh at his funny comments and jokes. Be a shoulder to stand on in times of pains, in times of difficulties, in times of celebration. Be there. I really observed this in most marriages. I had a marriage, I went in to settle a problem. The husband was just talking to me, said, this woman doesn't care about me. The husband go down in health. The woman does not care. I mean, he was talking his heart out to me, and I went to the family and I look at it. It's true. The man was down. The wife did not care. Like, he just came and threw the drugs up there. He said, take your drugs and go away. This is not good. Laugh at him, laugh with his joke, create time, make our time together. Life shouldn't be that difficult. I told us before that we shouldn't create a tension home. Let your home be tension-free home. Create an environment of love, peace, and emotional affection where you can express joy, laughter, happiness, peace, and feelings at glance, at ease, great time to laugh together, great time to create jokes together. Every time shouldn't be a serious moment in the house. Let it be a fun time in the house, notice your spouse every time he or she exit the room. Notice him or her. Say hello, goodbye when you're going, or when you're coming. Better, you can even pick your spouse, you can kiss him, say hello, say goodbye, just make him know that you care, make him know that you're there. At times it is painful for you to go unnoticed. At times we purposely do some things at home and we want our spouse to notice us. Yes, that notice, make us to know that that they feel about us, they care about us. When you notice your spouse, you're communicating a simple message. Oh, baby, I care about you. Honey, I care about you. Okay? Acknowledge and appreciate your spouse little effort he or she is putting to make the marriage work. Everybody is sacrificing a lot. I talked about before that marriage is a huge sacrifice. Relationship is a huge sacrifice. Appreciate every effort. Appreciate every effort. Appreciate every sacrifice. The little effort, the things you think is significant and insignificant, appreciate it. Everyone is putting down great effort to make the marriage work, to make the relationship work. Appreciate it. Express appreciation for little things like putting, a little toilet paper roll and other things, a little thing like cleaning the floor, mopping the floor. Appreciate it. It goes a long way. Appreciation, word of affirmation is one of the primary love language that Gary Chapman talks about in 5 love languages. Word of affirmation: affirmate your wife, affirmate your husband. Let him know that you're there. Be an excited person. Be an expressive person with an appreciation. You know. Number 8, think more openly the love both of you share together, and ensure you improve on that daily. Think more oftenly on the love you share together every day, and find a way to improve that love, improve that connection, improve that emotions every day. Don't allow your love to diminish. I told us before that love is not static. Love is dynamic. It can grow and it can diminish. So think about oftenly the love you share together, and think about a better possible way to keep renewing it every day. Ensure that your love keep growing every day. Ensure that you do a love check. Do a check and balances on your love and your emotion. Make sure that it grows every day. Don't allow it to die. The number 19 is to set boundary for the time spent on devices, and avoid being on a device unless necessary. Avoid being on your device when your spouse is with you, or when your baby, your wife is sitting there close to you, your husband is sitting close to you. Avoid being on the device. What we see these days is that phones, computer, gadgets has taken our time so much, has taken the place for our physical attention so much, so much. So avoid being on that. When your spouse is sitting close to you, avoid being on your device. Give your spouse your undivided time. Take notice of his or her favorite clothes, texts, books, show, hobbies, friends. Take notice of those things. When you ignore your wife's special favorite, when you ignore your husband's favorite, you're communicating a simple message that you don't care about me. There are messages to communicate without you saying it. Yes, we speak with our action, we speak with our emotion, we speak with our being. So observe his favorite. What are your wife's favorite? His favorite clothes, his favorite meal. What is your husband's favorite meal? Show, hobby, things you put enjoys together. Yeah, observe that and make sure you have it without stress. Notice your spouse when he seems stressed. Go sit next to him. If something is bothering him or her, talk to him, talk to him about that. Share the feelings together. You as a husband, be open to sharing your feelings with your wife. Your wife, be open to sharing your feelings with your husband. When you keep your feelings to yourself and everything is poured, it can be seen in your face, it can be seen written all over you. At times, your husband asks, your wife asks you, what's going on, what's wrong? And you say, nothing, but you're bored, you're worried. That's not good enough. It's not good enough for the health of your relationship and your marriage. Notice when things go obvious, when things go the other way, when the ups and downs enters into your life, your relationship, or your marriage, and be able to communicate it, express it effectively to your spouse. Okay, that will go a long way. The next one is to be intentionally pick a show that you both enjoy. Sit together and enjoy the show. Yes, sit together, enjoy the show. Once in a while, go on fun, create a tour, go on a sightseeing, go on a visit, go have a watch, go have a show, go on a picnic, go on anything fun, away from the house, away from the distraction of the world, away from the distraction of the family, away from the children. At times you may find someone to take care of the children for 1 or 2 days or 3 days maximally, and then you go take some fun, have some fun with your spouse, with your husband or your wife. Intentionally pick a show that he or she will enjoy, or both of you will enjoy it together. The next one is text her back quickly when she texts you. Don't wait for her. I've talked a little about this. Text her back, text him back, reply to his or her text message as soon as possible. Note if it has been a while since you went on a date, and then pick a plan. I've talked a little about that. Pick a plan to go on one. Mostly this period, we are in a festive period. Great time together. It might not really be something too luxury, but let it be something fun, something memorable that both of you can reminisce on that over time, and you know that it was really a good time together. Call him on your lunch break. Call her on your lunch break. Just check on him. Hi, baby. How are you doing? How's your work going? How's business today? I hope you've taken lunch. Something like this. Small things like this express your affection, your care, your concern to your spouse. Don't just allow your spouse to have a long full day off at work, a long full day off at business. You're not there. He doesn't hear your voice. He just saw you in the morning and walk away, or you saw her in the morning and both of you part before you see yourself again will be in the night. It's not good. It's not good. Let your spouse have your flexible attention, even when you're away from him or her during the day. Text, chat, a call. Oh, baby, have you taken your lunch? How's work today? How's everything going today? Hope you're having a good time at work. You're having a good time at business. That will go a long way to tell him or her that you're there, you care about him, you care about her, even beyond words. A lot of people doesn't know how to be romantic. I want you to learn how to be romantic, both husband and wife. Yes, learn how to be romantic. Romance has nothing to do with money. Learn how to be romantic on the wife. Learn how to use good words, sweet words on your husband and your wife. Oh, baby, you're the most beautiful woman on earth. I'm the most luckiest man to marry you. Oh, baby, you're the most handsome man on earth. I'm the best husband. I'm going to be the best husband for you. I'm going to be the best wife for you. Romantic words makes your love grow, make your affection grow. It shows that you care about your husband. It means that it shows that you care about your wife. Don't allow your husband or your wife have a long full day without hearing from you. If you really care about her, you really care about him, you can't stay 5, 6 hours, 7, 8 hours, 10 hours without hearing from your husband, without hearing from your loved one. I mean, I can't stay. I can't imagine. I mean, if I want to tell you the truth, I call my wife like 3, 4 times a day. At times I call her, I said, "Baby, we just spoke some time ago." I said, "Yes, because I long to hear your voice every day. I long to hear your voice every moment. I long to hear your voice every second, every moment of my life. I long to hear your voice." Without me telling her that I care about her, she knows I care about her. Yes, and I tell you the gospel too, she's the happiest woman in the world. I'm the happiest man in the world. Just make your husband feel, just make the husband know beyond words of mouth, with your care, your attention, the way you call him, the way you call her, your romantic sense on him and her, it makes him know that, wow, this woman loves me, this man loves me, he cares about me, she cares about me. No matter what the world will throw at you, your husband needs your care, your wife needs your care. And once they have this attention, once they have this care, they can surmount any challenge, they can surmount any burden, they can overcome any mountain, you can ride above any storm together. I tell you the gospel truth. You just hear the butterfly in his head. I don't know how you're feeling about that, man. You just have a butterfly in his stomach. You just see how you just sit down and just reminisce on your love for him, your love for her. We just smile, just smile. That's joy. You just feel that expression, that love, written all over him, written all over her. You don't just need to have enough money in the pocket. Just be cool, just be comfortable that you have someone like you in his or her life. Marriage was supposed to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Marriage, love was supposed to be the best thing. The relationship you are supposed to be the happiest moment in your life. Not boring, not aquarium, not a prison. You're supposed to be fun, loving at all times. So creative, intentionally creative. Yes, notice if he has been a while. Notice, just take notice of your husband, take notice of your wife. If your spouse has emphasized a need for both of you to stay on a budget, be smart on that. Don't allow him to carry so much burden. Don't allow her to carry so much burden, mostly finances. I tell you the gospel truth. When I was talking to us on money as an ingredient, I stress. Now I'm going to play that video again on my timeline, okay, on my page, and please go get it. Money has put so much burden on many families, many husbands, many marriages, that they don't even remember romance anymore. They don't even remember fun. They don't even remember taking time out together anymore. But one of the way I've talked about us to handle this financial stress and make sure that it's not putting stress burden on you is to create a budget. So if your wife talked about creating a budget, your husband talked about creating a budget for the family and for the marriage, be smart on that. Go through the budget with him. It's for the good of the family, go through the budget together. Most of the time I discover that most men in marriages doesn't know how to control money. If any money enters their hand, they can spend. I used to be like that. I used to spend until I begin to create a budget for my life, for my family, and so that we will not be on a financial stress, because I'm not too good at stress. Yeah, I don't want my marriage, I don't want my home to be on that financial stress. So go through that process, be smart enough to create that budget with him, and then let the family run on that budget. It's going to be for the good of the family, to maintain a love, will give you people time to enjoy affection together, and you enjoy your marriage. The 17th thing is to buy gift for your spouse, just for a surprise. I like surprise. Everybody likes surprises. Get a surprise on your spouse. This is a love moment. This is a season for love. Don't just wait for a particular season to come for the husband or wife to buy to buy gifts. Gifts is supposed to be something that flows in the marriage and a relationship every moment, time in, week in, week out, month in, month out. You shouldn't stay for too long. Just surprise your spouse. It might not need to be the whole world, it might not need to be so much of a luxury, but something small, it's appreciative, that just make your wife know that, oh, I care about you. I feel it might be a love letter. Just go get the gift card, for your husband, for your wife. Just something memorial, something memorable. That just pick a surprise, a gift. Love is best expressed with gifts. Yes. There are many people in their marriage that the act of receiving gift is one of their primary love. Let your wife feel something fun. Let your wife feel the surprise. Let your husband feel the surprise. Surprise your wife. It might not be a luxury, as God has blessed you with the ability you have, with the capability you have. Surprise your husband. Buy him gift. Buy a gift. If God has blessed you with luxury, let him feel the luxury. Marriage is a hard work. Relationship is a hard work. And many people in marriage that have spent years laboring, working, at times you just need to take out time, do a surprise for your husband. Oh, honey, I married you. You decided to marry me when we had nothing. Now God has blessed us. We have worked for this number of years and we have this. You deserve this. It can be a car, give it to him. It can be a house, give it to her. Anything that you know that will make your wife happy and make your husband happy, feel appreciated, feel loved and cared for, give it to him. Give it to her. There's nothing wrong with it. But my emphasis is that don't put burden on yourself just to surprise your wife or your husband. Let it be something that you do with fun, with ease, with easiness. You just do it out of love, out of expression of goodness and good heart and care and attention to your wife. Express something, no matter how it is. And I want to talk to us a bit more on this, because a lot of people have a bad attitude, bad behavior when asked to do with the act of receiving. Many people expect so much. Listen, don't expect so much from your spouse. Don't put so much expectation on your wife. Don't put so much expectation on your husband, so that the little that he or she has to give you, it will be well appreciated. When your heart is open to receive, and you're appreciative, the little he or him give to you, he or she gives to you, will be much appreciative. So don't have a sarcastic attitude when after you're receiving. Okay, be open to receiving. All right, be open to receiving, no matter what it is. It might not be what you expected, but receive it with joy, receive it with appreciation, receive it with affirmation. Love him, appreciate her. Let him or her know that you appreciate the little you give to him. Some way, sometime in the future, as God bless you, he will be able to give you an aircraft. Yes, he will be able to buy you the whole world, no problem. But just give him something, give her something, surprise him, surprise her with something. It will boost your love. It will show your husband or your wife that you care about him or her. And also, validate your concern about a co-worker. Validate your concern about an extended family. Validate your concern about family member that he or she care about, that he or she share with you. I noticed this in a family, in a marriage. At times, the husband talks to the wife about a family member, a friend, a co-worker, something that bothers him about a relation, okay, might be a brother, might be a sister, might be an in-law or someone, but the wife doesn't care. The husband doesn't care about him or her. Okay, so I want you to validate this time. Anything your husband shows an interest about, pick up that interest. Anything your wife shows interest about, pick up that interest. Pick up that interest with your wife, pick up that interest with your husband. Okay, he show concern about a family member, something bothers him about the family. Say, when you got married to your husband, you didn't just marry him, you married the whole family. You married the brothers, you married the sisters, you married the friends, you married his mother, you married his father, you married everyone he cares about. Likewise to our men. A man, when you're married to your wife, you don't just marry her, you've married the mom, you've married the sisters, you've married the brother, you've married the whole family, you've married the friend. Okay, so everyone that means something to your husband, to your wife, should also mean something to you. This is a way of also expressing our care and attention, our concern to our spouse beyond word of mouth expression. Show your concern to your wife, to your husband, about the people that matter so much in his life, that he shared with you, that she shared with you. Be careful that the time you spend with your co-workers doesn't, interfere with the time you spend with your wife. It has been said that love is spelled time, Time. It's true. It is true. the quality time you spend with your spouse should not be interfered. That late time you spend with your wife should not be interfered with your business call, your family, and other attention. Give your spouse that undivided time, that undivided attention. And then the last thing is for you to set reminder on the phone for your spouse on an important meeting, important event, presentation. If you're privileged to marry a pastor like me, have bookings of his schedule, have bookings on his time. Many times I have speaking engagement that is overwhelming. It's my wife that reminded me, oh, remember, you have this engagement. At times on my show like this, on social media and other shows, I have presentation, I have to speak. I'm being reminded because it shows that she cares about me. She cares about what I do. When you pick up your husband, you pick up your wife, remind him or her on important occasion. Can you imagine that most of the time in marriages, many marriages, the husband or the wife forget about their anniversary, the date of their marriage, date they came together, their dating date, the day they met, or important event, important dates in their life. Oh, the husband just reminded, hey baby, do you know that today is our anniversary? So, oh, that's like a elastic attitude. It doesn't show concern, doesn't show care. Put those bookmarks. You might be a very busy person like me. You have to create timetable. You have to create calendar. Mark it in your calendar, set it on your calendar. Let your calendar, let your computer, let your gadget, let your phone remind you of important things, and then bring it up to your spouse. Set time, plan things together. It shows that you care. And finally, don't ignore your spouse if or she goes wrong in any way. Privately correct your spouse in love, to both male and female, to both man and women, man and woman. Privately correct your husband and your wife in love. Don't ignore his excesses. Don't ignore her excesses. One of the ways it shows that you care to your husband is to correct him. One of the ways you show that you care to your wife is to correct him or correct her in love. Correct her in love. At times, people in the process of correcting become monotonous, autonomous, authoritative, that they begin to exact things from them. Instead of correcting, they begin to go extreme, to go extra mile. Correcting in love is using a gentle, mild voice. And privately, one of the habits I adapt is that, and everyone should adapt this, don't correct your husband or your wife in the public. It's wrong. It's wrong for you to correct your wife in the public. It's wrong for you to correct your husband in the public. Correct. It's your place to. I'm not saying you should support your spouse wrong habit or your husband or your wife negative habit. But when you are in the public, cover him up, cover her up. And then when you come back to the home, enter the bedroom. Okay, enter your bedroom, and then talk about it with your spouse. Bring it up to him. Let him or her see where he went wrong or where she went wrong, and then correct in love. Don't shout at him, don't shout at her, don't yell at him, don't yell at her, don't call her names, don't call him names. Everybody have imperfection. Everybody in marriage and relationship is working towards perfection. It's working towards greatness every day by day. So correct in love with gentle voice. The Bible says that a gentle voice brings peace. It reduces the flame of anger. The thing might have been worst, might have been obvious in the public, or shows that you care for him. Cover him or cover her up in the public. When you come back home, you correct him. Right? This is a way that you show that you care to your husband. And then this is what I call the hallmark of a great marriage. The hallmark of a great marriage. In order for you to build a strong foundation for a healthy and a happy marriage, and to ensure an overflowing emotional bank account, you must care for your spouse. You must share your care to your spouse. You must give your attention, your consent to your spouse. Listen to your spouse, notice your spouse, talk to your spouse, stay close to your spouse. Then do whatever you can to meet his or her need. Do whatever you can to meet his or her need. As you seek to give your spouse more of your time, care, and attention, you will notice good things beginning to happen in your relationship. As you seek for better ways to love your spouse, express your affection, emotion to your spouse, you will notice better ways, better things that will happen to you. In every vocation, those who excel are those who are genuine, who shows their genuine desire to serve others. The most notable physicians view their vocation as a calling to save the sick, and the diseased, the people that are sick. And when you have this saving mentality, when you have this service mentality in your marriage, Both of us, myself in my marriage, my wife in my marriage, we are there to save each other. We are there to serve our need. We are there to serve our family. We are there to serve the public. We are there to save the world at last. So both of us know that we are there to serve. All of us are servants, saving each other. So the greatest of all educators seek to save. So you're married when you are a husband. A great husband is a man who view his or her role as helping his wife to accomplish his objective. A wife also, a great wife is someone who chooses his role as a means of saving his husband. And when you have this mindset of saving your husband and saving your wife, both of you will become a winner. Both of you will become a winner. Both of you will become successful. Hold on to your right and hold on to your right. Defend your husband, defend your wife, and corporately together aim at building a happy, healthy marriage. Make sure you care for your husband, you care for your wife at all costs, at all times, no matter what. You are there to meet his need and he's there to meet your need. Thank you very much for staying tuned. This way I'm going to draw the curtain today. Remember, this is a love season. We still have some more week for this is over, and we're going to try our best despite our demand this season to bring up to us the marriage and relationship. So our aim is to ensure that we help you, we contribute to building a great marriage for you. Stay tuned, like our pages, call in for your any questions, anything you want to discuss with us. You need my physical presence in a conference, a workshop. I speak at all costs. Anywhere you want me, just put a call across to me. I am right there. Share this video, like it, comment on it. Thank you very much for staying tuned. My name is Pastor Isaiah James. God bless you till I come back the next time. Bye.